The Second World War ended. A new conflict began, the Cold War, the Soviet Union versus the West, democracy against communism. This was a different kind of war. No mass armies clashing, instead an ideological struggle, a nuclear standoff. In 1949, the North Atlantic Treaty Organization emerged. NATO. Its purpose? To deter Soviet aggression, to protect Western Europe. The United States, Canada, and 10 European nations formed a defensive alliance. An attack on one would be an attack on all. The Soviet Union had emerged from the war victorious. It had the largest army in the world. It occupied much of Eastern Europe. The Soviets were a threat. NATO was the West's response. The dividing line between East and West ran right through the heart of Europe, and at the center of that divide was Germany. Germany was crucial during the Cold War. Its central location in Europe made it a strategic prize. West Germany, aligned with NATO, bordered the Eastern Bloc. The front line of the Cold War ran along the inner German border. If the Soviets attacked, Germany would be the battleground. American and NATO troops were stationed in West Germany. They were a tripwire, a deterrent to Soviet aggression. West Germany's economic power was also vital to NATO. The German economy recovered quickly after the war. It became the economic powerhouse of Western Europe. This economic strength helped bolster NATO's resources. Germany's history added another layer of complexity. The horrors of Nazism were still fresh. The world had witnessed the consequences of unchecked German militarism. Reintegrating Germany into the Western fold was a delicate balancing act. West Germany's role in NATO was not just geographical. It became a key military contributor. In 1955, West Germany established the Bundeswehr, its new armed forces. This was controversial. Memories of German militarism were still raw. However, the Bundeswehr was integrated into NATO's command structure. This ensured democratic control over the German military. The Bundeswehr grew to become one of NATO's largest and best-equipped forces. West German troops were stationed alongside their NATO allies. They trained together, prepared for a possible Soviet invasion. The Bundeswehr's presence on the front line demonstrated West Germany's commitment to NATO. It also served as a powerful symbol of German rehabilitation. The Bundeswehr's role was primarily defensive, but it also provided logistical support and participated in joint exercises. West Germany became a vital cog in the NATO military machine. Section 4, Flashpoints, Berlin and the inner German border. The Cold War was a time of tension and crises. Nowhere was this more apparent than in Germany. Divided Berlin, deep inside East Germany, became a focal point of Cold War tensions. The Berlin blockade of 1948-49 was an early test of wills. The Soviets tried to starve West Berlin into submission. The Western Allies responded with the Berlin airlift. For over a year, they airlifted supplies into the city. The Soviets backed down. The Berlin Wall, erected in 1961, became a potent symbol of Cold War division. It was a physical manifestation of the Iron Curtain, a barrier separating families and friends. The wall stood for over 28 years, a reminder of the stakes involved in the Cold War. The inner German border, stretching for over 800 miles, was another flashpoint. Heavily fortified, it was a constant reminder of the divided continent. East German border guards had orders to shoot anyone attempting to cross. Many lost their lives seeking freedom. Section 5. Two Germanys, one alliance. Navigating complexities. West Germany's membership in NATO presented unique challenges. East Germany, under Soviet control, was a constant source of tension. The presence of a divided nation within NATO required careful diplomacy. West Germany's Ostpolitik, a policy of engagement with the East, was controversial. Some saw it as appeasement, others saw it as a way to reduce tensions. Ostpolitik did help to improve relations between East and West Germany, but it also highlighted the moral dilemma of a divided nation. The presence of American nuclear weapons on German soil was another contentious issue. Many Germans feared becoming a battleground in a nuclear war. This led to anti-nuclear protests and strained relations with the United States. Despite these challenges, West Germany remained a steadfast ally. It understood the importance of NATO for its own security and the stability of Europe.